Welcome to episode 12. Most of this video is going to be all under the house crawl space structural issue fixing, just like the last couple. It's going to be like that for a while. If you have any suggestions on how I should make these videos, if I should, like the last one, leave them real speed, or like most of the prior videos, speed them up and talk over them, or just don't talk over them and let them play sped up. This one's probably going to be mostly time lapse, but let me know what you think down in the comments and let's get into it. Alright, so here we're setting up this bigger beam. So in the previous video I used a smaller beam and ended up crushing, but then also when I lifted up too much weight, it ended up bowing a little bit. That was 3 2x4s, but now I got 3 2x8s with a steel plate, because another problem we were having was the center of the jack. It's only like maybe an 1.5 inch diameter circle, the top of the jack, and it was pushing into the wood. So instead of the house going up, the jack was just crushing into the wood. So now there's a 1/4 inch steel plate on the bottom of that board, which should keep it from pushing into it. If we start breaking a 1/4 inch steel plate, we got way bigger problems. So we're just going to lift this up to try to get some more sill in here. Here's a zoomed in view of the problem we're trying to fix. So if you see towards the back, you can see the joists are on a sill plate, and then closer to us, the joists are like pretty much touching the block. They're in the air because we just lifted them, but they're not anywhere near high enough. So if we just keep lifting with this beam, the joists at the very end are going to be miles in the air higher than they should be, and these are still not going to be at the height they need to be to get a sill plate in there. So we're going to try to put another joist next to it, but kind of overlapping a little bit so we can lift it all up evenly. Because if you don't lift it up evenly, we'll get more cracking and stuff above, which it sounds pretty wild while you're under there doing it. sorry, but the camera is about to fall down right now. So right here, we're kind of changing our focus from the sill plate and trying to get that joist in. This is the same joist I was trying to get in the last video. It took multiple days and lots of hours for this one joist. So it's right under the wall, so it's holding all the weight of that wall. See, I'm trying to stand it up right now. And we can get it to stand up a little bit. It just won't go all the way into place. So we were thinking, since that beam lifts up on both sides, it would lift everything up. You're going to see that clearly isn't going to work. We're going to have to take some weight off the wall. That's what we're doing right here, is just discussing how to fix that. So we're still working on the same thing. The idea in this moment was if we lift up either sides of the wall, I guess through the floor and just through the rest of the framing of the house, it'll lift the wall up and get some weight off of it so we can stand that board up. And you'll see this won't work out too well. So we're still pretty much trying to do the same thing. I'm down further, jacking up the far one. He's closer to the camera, jacking up the second jack. And we're just kind of trying to bring the house up together and relieve the pressure. And then just trying to hammer it in place. So this attempt of me jacking, him jacking, hammering, this actually goes on for a little bit. I'm just going to cut that part out and we'll move on. So coming up, we're actually fighting with a different joist. This one's like the third or fourth one in. It's in the dead center of the floor. I really don't know why this one fought us so much, but it really did not want to be in place. This one's in the middle of the floor, we were able to try ratchet straps. It got it really close, but it still didn't work. So this didn't quite get it all the way. It looks really close. But I wanted to switch back to real speed so you can see this pop when we loosened it. It was really tight.
Oh, loosen up those? Okay. Too close. You're really close. Holy fucking dog shit.
She's not close anymore.
Guess who's glad their hook wasn't in there? God damn.
Wow.
It's like a mouse trap.
There was some tension on that bad boy. Thought it wasn't about that twisted down there? Is it straight now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright, so we're coming to the end of the video. I just want to say it's really hard to record some of this stuff, and I was kind of in a rush to get a lot of stuff done before we leave on vacation. So this progress video at the end has a lot of stuff that happened that didn't get recorded, but at least I had a decent progress video. So I'm going to go over this progress update, and that'll be the end. Thanks for watching.
Okay. So today I started outside, and I tore off this outside wall. You can see where there's OSB now. I probably tore off, so our walls are 2 2x4s thick. And this first wall is here, as you can see. The second one is rotten out, and I probably tore it back to here somewhere, the other side of that. There's 16 feet that's torn off, and it's 8 right there, so it goes another 8 feet. And then we put some OSB and plastic on the outside. We would go out there, but it's dark out. And then also we got some of the stress off of everything else. So these 2 blocks are actually holding weight right now. We used this board and a jack at the bottom and lifted this whole wall up like 1 inch to be able to put those boards on it. And then I braced it also, like this little board is screwed in, that board on the back is screwed in all the way. Like brace it all together. And then it's not high enough, but it's a lot higher and takes some stress off everything else. And then down there, if you can see it, that's our still plate temporarily. It was maybe in 2 feet, but now it's in pretty much where it needs to be. So it's actually under all of these joists, how it should be. So our floor is, the floor at least in this part of this room is the height it's supposed to be right now. For probably till somewhere in there.
What happened?
Huh? So here, there's 2 joists we can't get in. This one, we actually ratcheted it, and it'll probably move some because it's really loose right now. And then this one, these are Leonard straps, by the way. That's Leonard. And it doesn't want to go in its spot. So we're probably going to have to move some stuff around to actually be able to lift this up, because it does not want to be in its home. And then same with this one. So we're actually trying to put it on the other side of that, but we had to do the same kind of thing here, is put a board on the wall so we can lift the wall up, because the joist itself is so rotten out, we can't lift the joist up. And we tried lifting up either side of the wall, but since this wall is on top of it, that didn't work either. It just sagged in the middle. This joist just boop. So then we still couldn't fit that in. It's very close. The bottom is wedged in, and then there's 3 fingers at the top. So it's just at there at an angle. I'm just gonna force it a little further. But if you come over here, you can see we started crushing that. If you go in line with it, you can probably see it. Yeah, you can see it. And then kind of started crushing at the bottom too. So we're gonna have to reinforce that. And then there was one more that I don't know if you can see. One more that was fighting us, it was this one right here, and we got that one in. So my plan for tomorrow is to take this, we also made some 2x8 beams. So this is what I started with. It's 3 2x4s nailed together. So now I have, you can see them down there. So you can see it, that's 3 2x8s put together, which is the same as the actual beam. So now we don't have any flex problems. And there's also one of these steel plates, a 1/4 inch steel plate under each one. So the jack has a place to push up, because that was another problem we were having, as it was just cutting into the wood. But that'll be our first project tomorrow, is probably add another board to that so that it doesn't crush up there, and use that piece of beam we made to push up on it. Probably with one of those cut in half. That's tomorrow.